The end of spring arrives with the splendor of flowers opening to the light, which now overtakes the night. The growth created in this season shows a genuine and permanent beauty, not in form, but in essence. Nature teaches us that creation requires letting go so we can keep evolving through the seasons as it is required, with ease and responsiveness to life and each other. Like flowers blossoming, we open to life when we accept our presence fully and release the expectations of who we are supposed to be in the present moment. May we become who we are, may we grow as who we are, and may we create as who we are. Beauty is within us. So this class is called Beauty and is an honoring to what spring does through this cycle, which is it creates beauty. And this is something that we don't really need to understand. It's more like a sensorial experience. If we go into nature right now, we can see the flowers, we can smell the beauty, we can touch it. So it's very organic way to connect to this quality in nature. So I want to offer this perspective of what beauty is, what does it mean, and also to somehow expand our perspective that beauty sometimes we only relate to the physical, to how we look, to what we wear, to the things we relate beauty with. So beauty is something much more intrinsic, much more human, and much more organic, and is related more to who we are and how we present ourselves in life too, no? And part of this process is about what nature does, and I want to bring a flower here, which is this form, typical form of a spring. And I feel the flower is so appealing, and we appreciate that much the beauty because we know it's only for maybe short time of this cycle. Most of the flowers, like the cherry tree flowers, they only last for maybe 2 weeks and then they disappear. And the fact that they're only there for like a short time, and even I feel like it makes us appreciate it even more. So I think this is very related to our own creative process, how we can embody beauty, and is with this sense of letting go of the expectation that we need to look perfect all the time, or we need to age perfect, or we need to have the perfect body, or we need to have the perfect answers, or we need to have a perfect control of our own lives. Because this is not what it's like to be human. To be human is just to rest in the present moment, to accept our imperfection, even though it's not easy all the time, and somehow to let go, no? To let go of all this pressure sometimes we put on ourselves of how we need to be constantly present in life. And I feel when we release all this weight, that sometimes it feels very heavy, we have all this pressure behind our backs, we can embody more the essence of a flower, which is strong and powerful, but at the same time tender and delicate and very open, no? So when we are in our human form, we are intuitively and open and receptive to life, and this is what creates a kind of like beautiful engagement with each other and with life, no? We are more accessible to life, we are more responsive versus, needing to control all this process and our own form. So we're going to just move through this practice, and we're going to touch a little bit of the 4 elements related to this beauty, and we can start right now. So if you want to play your music, you can go ahead. Um, so just get into your own mat, and you're gonna use your blanket, okay? And you can place it, we're gonna go belly down. And we're gonna place, vamos a llevar la manta justo por debajo del pecho. So you can place your blanket under the chest a little bit as support. And now come on lower. So bajas hacia abajo completamente y deja que tu cabeza pese. And start having this very organic and sensorial connection with the earth. Now you can feel the earth with your body. So just allow this moment to just feel this presence. So conecta con la tierra hacia abajo y déjate llevar, invitando presencia. El elemento tierra es el suelo donde pisamos, no solo literalmente, pero también metafóricamente, donde nos anclamos y cómo a cada práctica, que es lo importante. So earth is the primary element, the ground we are connecting with, where we plant our intention in this practice. And our attention, the space we allow ourselves to take, to grow in throughout. La tierra de primavera es la que nos ofrece espacio a crecer. Este es el ciclo que nos invita a salir hacia afuera. Y acuérdate que es importante que a pesar de cómo te sientas, lo que pase en tu vida, tienes derecho a tomar ese espacio. So that's the earth of spring offering us this very motherly energy to take the space we need to grow. Just take few breaths at your own rhythm and just notice how this breath enters in your body as you inhale and come out of your body as you exhale. Remember that essence of beauty that is within, and it's only ourselves the ones that put limitations and conditions. So how we can maybe pay attention to those conditions we place ourselves and find our openness. So how would you like to end this cycle of a spring? What is that you would like to remember, you would like to take with you? ¿Cuál es la intención para el final de este ciclo? ¿Qué es lo que te viene a la memoria? ¿Qué es lo que quieres llevar contigo hacia adelante? Let's breathe here for twice more. Y de ahí puedes levantar un poco la cabeza, so lift your head a little bit. And bring your right toes on the floor. Lleva los dedos del pie derecho al suelo. Los aprietas, so press them. Y levanta la rodilla hacia arriba. And lift your right knee. Estira bien el talón hacia atrás, so reach your heel back. Y estira la pierna por delante, so stretch your leg through the front part. Aguanta ahí por un momento. Keep there for a moment. Vale, now release it and bring the top of the foot down. Las sueltas, lleva el empeine al suelo. And we're going to repeat this one more time. Volvemos a hacerlo. So toes, press the thigh up. Levanta el muslo hacia arriba, la rodilla. Estira bien la pierna. Stretch your leg and your heel. Lower release. Deja ir. Empeine al suelo. Top of the right foot down. And bend your right knee. Dobla la rodilla derecha. Da vueltas al pie derecho para activar la circulación en tobillo y pies. So roll the foot into circles, activating the circulation in ankle and toes, and change the direction of your cycles. Earth in physical body is lower limbs, feet, legs, and hips. So, aquí la tierra en el cuerpo representa el cuerpo, los pies, las piernas y las caderas. And this is what we're doing right now. Vale, de ahí vamos, si podemos agarrar pie derecho con manos. So grab your right foot with your right hand and stretch your right foot back towards the hand in a way your elbow straightens. So empuja el pie hacia la mano de manera que tu codo se estire y encuentres un poco de abertura del pectoral. So you can feel a bit of opening of your right pectoral. There. And just notice what kind of feeling and energy that brings along this opening. So nota ahí esta abertura, como la sientes, qué sensación te da. Vale, y ahora dejas ir, so release this side. Lower your chin to your hands, so lleva barbilla hacia las manos y mueve caderas un poco de lado a lado. Move your hips from side to side. So as we are practicing this opening of the lower body, just keep noticing, keep tuning into what happens when we work with the body, what kind of sensations we are receiving. Okay, left side, press the toes down. So pie izquierdo, lleva los dedos al suelo, estira el talón hacia atrás. So stretch the heel back and move the knee up. Y lleva la rodilla hacia arriba estirando la pierna. So give that empowerment to your left leg, to your left foot. Release, suelta, empeine al suelo. So top of the left foot down, release the leg for a moment. And now repeat, vuelve a repetir. So press the toes, lift the knee, stretch the left leg. Hold here for a moment. Volvemos a hacer lo mismo. Fuerza esa pierna. Release, suelta, empeine al suelo. Bend your left knee and grab your left foot with your left hand. So voy a agarrar tu pie izquierdo con tu mano izquierda y patea el pie hacia la mano. So kick your left foot towards your left hand so the elbow straightens and the left pectoral opens. So al patear, nota como tu codo se estira y tu pectoral izquierdo se abre un poco. So what kind of energy you feel in this opening? So ¿qué sientes ahí en esta abertura? 2 y 1. Okay, release, suelta. Bajamos hacia abajo. We come down. Just notice how the legs are connecting with the floor. We feel a bit more of lightness. So how would you describe these new sensations after this movement? Mueve caderas un poco de lado a lado. Next, we're going to go to a Sphinx pose as we have the legs a bit more open. So vamos a ir a la esfinge. So come and lift your chest by placing the elbows under your shoulders. And you can use your blanket here. Puedes utilizar tu tu manta para apoyar mejor el pecho y subirlo un poco más hacia arriba. So use the blanket to give a bit more of support to the chest. You can keep the head looking forward or down. So anything it brings you more earth connection, just allow the head to move. So la cabeza hacia arriba o la puedes bajar. Cualquier movimiento que te conecte más con la tierra. Te dirija a dejarte ir hacia abajo. So what happens if instead of trying to reach away from the floor, we allow ourselves to move down towards the floor. So just look for the feeling that it goes good for you in the moment. As you inhale, notice how the breath feels. If you are also breathing through your belly, through your chest fully. And as you exhale, give a space for the breath to move out. Tómate tu tiempo para Darle espacio a la inhalación. Nota si la respiración se mueve por la zona de tu abdomen y de ahí subir al pecho, tomándote tu tiempo. Y al exhalar, nota cómo ese aire sale hacia afuera. So through this cycle, we were focusing into growth, but into self-regulation. When we get the tools, for instance, the breath, and we pay attention into it, that's a way to learn to regulate ourselves, to steady our nervous system, to center our minds, and to bring relief into our hearts. So you can even count the breath. Puedes contar la respiración para aprender a practicar esa regulación. Contando 1, 2 al inhalar y 1, 2 al exhalar, o incluso contamos más veces como 1, 2 y 3 y 3, 2 y 1. So what are the roots you're going to give to yourself? What matters in your growth? What is solid? What is safe? ¿Cuáles son esas raíces que te quieres dar a ti misma? ¿Qué es sólido? ¿Qué te da estabilidad? ¿Qué te va a dar prosperidad? Now, you can stay here, you can add, puedes añadir doblando rodillas, pies hacia arriba. So you can add feet up. That's going to increase compression in your back. So it can be uncomfortable. It can be, you can do that, or it can be like, okay, it's okay. So just make your choice according what feels good. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. So vamos a estar aquí por un par de minutos. Si no te va bien, puedes bajar las piernas hacia abajo, pero simplemente déjate elegir lo que sea más sostenible, te alinee más con el momento. And you can just relax your feet, even move your toes so we can keep them active a little bit. So remember also where your head wants to go, what your thoughts need. And this earth element and energy always offers stability, steadiness, support. La tierra ofrece esa estructura de seguridad y apoyo. Incluso puedes ahí poner tu intención, ¿no? Si hay algún área de tu vida que necesites esa seguridad, apoyo, ese sostén, puedes ahí plantarla en la tierra. ¿Cómo puedo conseguir eso? ¿Cómo puedo llegarlo a entender? Now, so the last bit of this form, you can stay where you are or you can add a small seal. Si quieres, puedes ir a la foca, abriendo las manos y estirando los codos. So you can leave the elbows and you can keep your knees bent or straighten your legs. Okay, there. Not always more is more, sometimes less is more. So always just invite yourself wherever it makes you feel more at ease. One more breath here. Ahí inhala. Y al exhalar baja, exhale lower. Just allow your head to come into your hands. Baja cabeza, manos. Bend your knees here and move your legs from side to side. Dobla rodillas y mueve tus piernas de lado a lado para rebajar esa presión de la columna. To release this pressure of the spine. Not all the pressure we feel on the spine is bad. Sometimes, in order to be able to open, we need to really feel a certain kind of like tension happening. Okay, so gradually and smoothly, as we get to know better our bodies, we can get to differentiate what pressure is and what pain is. Okay, but you can just create that space to understand how your body responds to the practice of yoga. Okay, release your legs down. So baja tus piernas hacia abajo. And you can move the blanket slightly forward. Maybe place your arms on top of the blanket. We're going to start opening the area of the chest. Vamos a abrir el pecho. And for this, we're going to do a form we have done many times and we keep doing, maybe because I like it. So I keep putting this form even in class. Vale, vamos a hacer esta forma que hemos hecho muchas veces. Abre tu brazo izquierdo hacia el lado. So open your left arm to the side and come and roll into your left side body and you can place your head in the blanket. Okay, I'm just going to move my micro so I don't crash it and you don't end up notice hitting me. Okay, you can bend your knees here. You can also from here lift your right leg up. Okay, so either or, knees together, or you can leave your right leg up. So you can keep your right arm back. Puedes llevar el brazo derecho hacia atrás, o lo puedes llevar hacia la pierna, o incluso lo puedes subir hacia arriba. So nota donde tu brazo quiere ir. También lo puedes llevar hacia el lado, so you also can bring it in front of you. Just breathe through that space we are creating through the chest. So give it space. So give it space to open physically but internally. So da espacio ahí con la respiración, abrirte por la zona de pecho de una manera física, tal como la sentimos, pero también interiormente. And just through your own attention, regulate this moment through your breathing. So try this compass, an equal movement with the inhale and the exhale, like a dance. Encuentra esa respiración regulada y pausada. Every joy we gave out from the heart, it comes from the attention to give in, to look in, whatever is in. So every joy we authentically express and feel comes from this process of embracing our heart, accepting what is in there, releasing the expectation that our feelings need to be perfect need to be pleasing for others. Remember what it's like to be human. That's the beauty of the heart. So, ser humano se basa en simplemente abrazar nuestro corazón con lo que hay, sin juicio, sin expectación o presión. Okay, we're going to come out of here. We're going to go into crisscross. Vamos a ir a la postura de crisscross. So, lleva este brazo derecho hacia el lado. Bring your right hand to the side. Piernas las estiras. So, stretch your legs. Y te ayudas a ir hacia el abdomen. So, let's go to the abdomen. And as we go, we're going to cross the right arm and then the left. Al ir hacia el abdomen, cruza el brazo derecho por detrás del izquierdo, a la altura de los codos, o los sigues cruzando hasta que tu barbilla pueda bajar hacia abajo. So, or you can keep crossing your arms in a way that your head can lower. Maybe this is impossible because this form can be intensive. It's a very deep shoulder stretch. Okay, so allow yourself to, again, regulate. So what goes better for you? What is accessible. This is super important. Parte de la regulación al movernos en yoga es observar y alinearnos con lo que va bien a nuestro cuerpo, con lo que es accesible, sin demanda, sin presión. And with the head, same as earlier in a sphinx, you can keep it up or you can lower. So, tu cabeza la puedes subir o bajar. And again, tune into your breath. Breath is all, breath is life, breath is attention. Siente ahí tu respiración. Algo muy simple, pero muy potente. Poner atención a cada movimiento de la respiración, a cómo inhalamos y cómo exhalamos, qué sentimos, qué soltamos. The same as beauty is within, the light is also within us. Even though at times we might not see, we might not feel ourselves as being in this light. But if you feel your darkness, if you connect with it with acceptance, that's part of the process of moving towards the light. So remember, the opposites are part of the same process. And this is how we regulate our own selves, by embracing the opposites, by accepting them. Vale, de ahí vamos a empezar a levantar la cabeza. So lift your head and you're going to lean towards the right. Te inclinas hacia la derecha y con tu mano izquierda la sacas. So release your left hand, place it on the floor. You're going to roll to your right side. Ve hacia el lado derecho. Ahora me ha entrado un lapsus. Y vamos a ir hacia una rotación. So we're going to go to a rotation, to a twist. You can open your left leg out to the side and finally open this left arm. So abre este brazo izquierdo bien hacia la izquierda. Abre el pecho ahora. Después de estar en esa postura de crisscross, que es más como contraer hacia el medio, ahora hace esa expansión. Bien. Tu cabeza al centro, hacia derecha o izquierda, donde quiera ir. Y tus piernas no tienen que estar rectas. Puedes, por ejemplo, aquí doblar rodillas y juntarlas, ¿no? Your legs, they don't need to be straight. You can also maybe bend the knees and put them together like this. Just enjoy that opening right now. So, what do I need to be open to? So, what will come first as an answer? Now we're going to take 3 breaths, 3 respiraciones juntas aquí a la vez. So inhala bien. Y exhala. Inhale 2, really expanding the arms away from each other. And exhale. Y la última, inhala. Y exhala. Good. Let's bring these legs together. Lleva las piernas juntas. Bend your knees, dobla las rodillas. And we're going to return back to the belly. Vamos a volver hacia el abdomen. Levanta el pecho y estira los brazos en cruz. So leave your chest and open your arms into cross. Just allow yourself to really connect with the earth for a moment. Even we can just offer ourselves here fully to the ground with doing nothing, just to release any tension, anything it might keep us away from the present moment, to release anything that doesn't offer support for us or safety. Allow it to move out. Now we're going to do the other side. Vamos hacia el otro lado. So as your right arm is straight, with your left hand roll to the right. So con tu brazo derecho estirado, vas a rodar hacia el lado derecho. Bien. Puedes doblar rodillas. You can bend the knees or open your left leg o llevar esta pierna hacia arriba. Left arm, brazo izquierdo hacia arriba, o lo estiras o lo puedes llevar por detrás. I have entertainment here. uh, so how this form was for you and your body? Does it feel good in the shoulders? Does it feel good in the heart? It doesn't. So remember, we don't need to be static in a form. We can move it around. If you get a lot of stretch, like too much,
Just you can bring this left arm more to the side and lean more towards your chest. Okay, so puedes rebajar la postura llevando tu pecho más hacia adentro en vez de estirarlo tanto. Come back to your breath. Is a way to come back to yourself, to connect. Notice where the air moves, cómo el aire se mueve al inhalar y dónde. Can you breathe a bit more slower through your abdomen, ribs and chest? Puedes respirar un poco más despacio a través del abdomen, costillas y pecho. Y exhalar por abdomen, costillas y pecho. So give space to yourself through breathing. Date espacio a través de la respiración y a la misma vez le estás dando espacio a tu mente. Now let's take one more breath. Respiramos aquí por una vez. Inhalamos bien. Exhala. Y ahí soltamos. So release. Stretch your legs out to the side and bring this left arm. Vuelve este brazo hacia el lado. Estira piernas y volvemos hacia el abdomen. So we return to belly. And we return to this crisscross. Volvemos a este crisscross. Llevando ahora el brazo izquierdo por debajo del derecho. So now we bring the left arm under the right. So opposite sides. Remember, cross to elbows so you can keep crossing. Mantén el cruce a los codos o puedes seguir cruzando, bajando cabeza. So look for the feeling that your body could receive it more in the moment. Busca esa sensación que tu cuerpo le puede llegar más, puede recibir más en el momento. What I've learned through many years of practicing yoga is that yoga is no a state of competition, but is a state of really allowance, state of true connection, state of feeling aligned with our bodies without demand. El yoga no es competición, es un espacio para conectar auténticamente, para permitir, para alinearnos con nuestro cuerpo. So remember, this expansion will come after this moment now that it feels more like contraction. We have the arms crossed, even though we are stretching the shoulders. Estamos estirando hombros. Acuérdate lo que viene después, que es más un espacio de expansión, ¿no? Always expansion happens after we know how to contract, know how to engage in. how to look in, then we can expand with much more wisdom. Again, it's all part of the same process. Two more breathings here. Respiramos aquí por 2 veces más. Inhalamos bien. Y exhalamos. Inhalamos una vez más. Y exhalamos. Vale, de ahí vamos a, si estás en crisscross con los brazos súper estirados, un poco, cierra este crisscross, so release the crisscross more to the elbow area, okay, come up, and you're going to take your right hand, bring it to the side, lleva tu mano derecha hacia el lado y te vas a inclinar hacia el lado izquierdo, so roll to your left side, place your head in the blanket and go for this rotation and expansion. Ve a esa rotación con expansión ahí bien del pecho y los brazos, ahí bien. Y nota ahí cómo sientes esa respiración. Just feel how the breath feels, how your chest receives it, como tu pecho la recibe, tus pulmones, tus costillas. If the legs cannot go straight, bend the knees, so take another variation for your legs that it feels much more in tune with your body. Si no puedes estirar las piernas como así en tijera, puedes llevar rodillas juntas. Just notice as you are really breathing and connecting and inviting yourself into present moment, how you keep feeling through the practice. Al respirar y invitarte al momento, cómo te vas sintiendo durante la práctica, cómo es el espacio en el que está tu mente. We're going to take one more breath here. Respiramos aquí por una vez. Inhalamos bien. Y exhalamos. Vale, llevamos las piernas hacia el lado. Bring your legs out to the side. And we're going to return into this crisscross. Volvemos hacia la postura de crisscross. And from here, release the arms. Suelta los brazos. Los llevas en cruz y baja pecho. So move your arms into cross and lower your chest and your chin. And just notice how your shoulders are rolling towards the ground, the earth. Nota como tus hombros bajan hacia la tierra. Move your hands next to your body sides. Mueve tus manos hacia los lados de tu cuerpo como si fueras a hacer la cobra, as if you are going to do cobra.
But from here, we're going to lift all the way up. Vamos a subir hacia arriba. And we're going to go next to child's pose. Vamos a ir a la postura del niño o la niña. Abriendo rodillas, dedos de los pies juntos. Open your knees, big toes together. Sit back towards your heels. Te sientas hacia atrás y si quieres puedes utilizar la manta para apoyar tus manos. You can use your blanket to place your hands over so you can really straighten your arms, keeping your elbows high. So con la manta puedes estirar bien tus brazos, manteniendo tus codos elevados. Just notice how that stretch happens and feels through your arms and shoulders, spine, maybe your ribs. And breathe through these sensations. Respira a través de esas sensaciones. ¿Dónde sientes ese estiramiento? ¿Cómo tu cuerpo lo recibe? La belleza se encuentra también en sabernos abrirnos a nuestra práctica, conectar con nuestro cuerpo, entender las sensaciones, inhalarlas y exhalarlas, permitir la transformación, dejar que la atención, que muchas veces la atención es mental, salga hacia afuera con atención y cariño. So openness also is about knowing how to open in our practice, how to breathe, how to discover the sensations, embrace them, release them, transform them, move this tension out of our bodies and our minds. Vale, lift your head, levanta cabeza, and walk your hands towards your knees. Lleva tus manos hacia tus rodillas and we're gonna come and sit in the heels. Nos sentamos hacia los talones. This is uncomfortable. You can use your blanket. Puedes llevar tu manta entre tus talones y tus glúteos, for instance. Just open your chest for a moment here. Puedes abrir tu pecho. Lleva tu mano izquierda hacia el suelo y al lado. Move your left hand to the floor and side. And you can stretch your right arm there. Estira tu brazo derecho bien. Y hacia atrás un poco. Even right arm back. And breathe here. Respira. Estira bien, estira bien. So stretch good towards the side. Change sides. Cambia. Mano derecha hacia el suelo y al lado. Right hand to the other side and down. Open your left arm and stretch his left side body. Estira bien brazo hacia el lado. Estira ese brazo izquierdo. Incluso te puedes inclinar un poco hacia atrás. You can even reach back. Inhala, inhale here. And exhale, release. Al exhalar, baja. Let's come to center. Vamos al centro. And let's lift our butts. Levanta ahí tus glúteos hacia arriba. Lleva dedos de los pies al suelo. Move your toes to the floor and come into toe stretch. We all love this pose. Nos encanta esta postura, ¿verdad? Okay, so we are going to do few forms for our hips. Hips, water element, creativity. So you can just be here. Vamos a dedicarnos ahora un poquito a las caderas, creatividad, agua. Te puedes quedar aquí, puedes mover un poco caderas de lado a lado. A la vez nos movemos un poco de un dedo del pie gordo al pequeñito, un poco activando pies, caderas. So either you can be here more still or move your hips from side to side. And you can even stretch your arms up, for instance, if you feel like really stretching. There. Inhale here, inhala aquí. Vale, y al exhalar, baja, exhale, release. Good. Okay, let's come out. Vamos a salir. And we're gonna come this time, we're gonna sit with the legs forward. Nos vamos a sentar con las piernas hacia adelante. Postura o forma de la mariposa. We're gonna come into butterfly pose. Sole of the feet together, suelas de los pies juntos. First, we allow the legs to open. You can even hold it, so you're not really pressuring them. ¿Vale? Estira bien tu columna, stretch your spine. And even also you can stretch your arms up, so feeling this full length there. Nice. Now lower your hands, baja tus manos, aguanta tus piernas, run your back from here, redondea tu columna, and we're gonna start coming down and folding. Y vamos a bajar hacia abajo, doblarnos.
Notice where your head arrives. Let it be. So, nota donde tu cabeza llega y la dejas estar ahí. If it doesn't reach all the way down, it's okay. You can stay halfway as I'm doing here. Just invite the breath, invite the attention, and notice there where these sensations are present, where it's opening. Nota ahí las sensaciones que están presentes, dónde, y respira ahí con atención e intención. So butterfly means transformation. We've done this cycle of the butterfly. Remember where the butterfly comes from? That it doesn't born just as perfect and beautiful from all these colors. So it comes from this process of being a caterpillar. And that's the beauty of becoming. Recordando de dónde viene la mariposa, que no simplemente aparece bella y perfecta. Podemos recordar el estado de larva anterior, invertido hacia adentro, no tan bello, pero que es parte de lo mismo. Nota ahí cómo te sientes en la postura. Te puedes quedar ahí, puedes un poco rebajarla, incluso puedes seguir hacia adelante. So as you're in a form, notice whether I feel good here, I can release a little bit of the form or I can go forward. Okay, so any movement we do in life doesn't really matter. We go forward, we go back. Remember, you know, it's always about evolving. Evolving doesn't mean always going up, having more. Sometimes it means releasing, letting go. Okay, let's stay one more breathing here. Respiramos aquí por una vez. Inhalamos bien a través de la zona de omoplatos. Exhala. Con las manitas empezamos a ir hacia atrás. With your hands start going up, straightening your spine back to center, estirando tu columna hacia el centro. Okay, as you are in the center, bring this right leg to center. So al ir al centro, llevas esta pierna hacia el centro, rodilla hacia arriba. And we're going to bring this right foot back. And we're going to come into this mermaid pose. Vamos a llevar este pie hacia atrás. Y si esto es no para ti, pues dejas aquí, el pie hace así. So you can leave the foot here or you can turn the leg in. And take a twist to open the spine to the left. Abre tu columna y tu pecho hacia el lado izquierdo. There, you can even move with the head. Puedes incluso moverte con la cabeza. Inhale here, inhala aquí. And exhale here, exhala aquí.
Now release. Al soltar, primero suelta poco a poco con tu cabeza, release with the head, look forward. And now turn your belly and release with your hands. Y luego activa el abdomen y vuelves con tus manos y tu columna. Okay. Return this right foot to side and open the leg. Vuelve el pie derecho al centro y abre la pierna. Y lleva esta pierna izquierda al centro. And bring your left leg to center and you let this right leg to open. You can stay here or you can bring this left foot back. Vale, puedes llevar pierna al centro o rotas la pierna izquierda hacia adentro y giramos hacia la derecha. So we open to the right. So when we do rotations, remember what part of the bodies we do with. Okay, so we do with the spine, but we do with the arms and we do with the neck. So we want to also observe these three areas of the body, learn to regulate the twist by allowing movement. But if the head cannot move, for instance, we don't need to force it. Okay, the neck is super sensitive area. Two breaths here. Respiramos aquí por 2 veces. Inhala. Y exhala. Inhala. Exhala. ¿Vale? Sacamos, so we release, llevando cabeza hacia adelante. So turn your gaze and your head very slowly. And then activate your belly, activa abdomen y sal con los brazos. Release with your arms and your spine. Good. Okay, pierna izquierda al centro, left leg to center. And now stretch your legs forward. Estira tus piernas hacia adelante. Move your feet a little bit around. So mueve tus pies. Los circulas bien. So circulate them. And even if you want, if you miss a bit of here, shoulders and chest, you can do this, but you don't have to. Puedes llevar manos hacia atrás. So I'll encourage you or invite you that always as you practice, look for these moments that they don't need to follow what I say, that really make your body feel good. Okay, so busca esos momentos que no tienen que estar alineados con lo que digo, que le dan ese sentirse bien a tu cuerpo. Okay, we're gonna return forward, volvemos hacia adelante. And now we're gonna run the back, redondea tu columna y lleva la cabeza hacia abajo. And lay your head to drop down. And we're gonna come into caterpillar. Vamos a ir a la postura de la larva, folding forward. Now, this pose at times can feel too demanding for the legs, maybe. We feel the man on the legs, we might feel on the spine. So one way to adjust it, una manera de ajustar la postura es doblando las rodillas y dejando que la columna se redondee hacia ellas. ¿Me puedes probar? A ver qué tal la sientes. So you can adjust like this, bending your knees and rounding towards your legs and holding here. So you can try and see which form feels better.
Let's take one more breath here. Tomamos aquí una respiración más. Inhala bien, inhale. And exhale, exhala. Keeping your back rounded, manteniendo tu columna redondeada y con tus manos, camina hacia atrás with your hands, start walking back. Yeah. Unraveling the spine, deshaciendo esta forma en tu columna hasta que vuelva al centro. So bring your spine to center. And again, if you want to add, stretch your arms, full stretch. Si quieres, estira tus brazos hacia arriba, inhala bien, inhale. Oh, y al exhalar, baja, exhale, release and lower. Just take a moment here as everything is just more back to center, how it feels. The space in your shoulders and your neck. So sienta ese espacio en esta zona de hombros y cuello. Y dale una respiración más aquí. One breath more. And we're going to go right away into a meditation. Vamos a ir a una meditación. Okay, so we're getting into the mind. So vamos hacia la mente. Me voy a poner cerquita. So I'm coming closer. Cross your legs or take any form it feels good for your body to meditate. So de cualquier forma que te sientes bien, even if you feel you are super tired and you want to lay on your back, welcome. Okay, so remember there is no right way to be. Acuérdate de que no hay una manera perfecta de meditar donde sientas que tu cuerpo está más relajado. We're going to take a big breath. Respiramos ahí bien por la nariz. Inhala. Exhale through mouth. Exhala a través de la boca. Just allow your lips and your tongue and your mouth to soften. So permite que tus labios, tu lengua y tu boca se suavice, se relaje. Tus mejillas, tus ojos, your cheeks, your eyes, your ears, tus orejas. Come into that space, into the present moment. Ven hacia este momento. I'm going to invite you to visualize a mountain. So visualiza una montaña. Your mind is this mountain. Tu mente es esta montaña. And just allow the image to come to you. Permite que esa imagen venga hacia ti. How steep or how high this mountain is. So, ¿cómo es esta montaña de alta? What is the landscape around? ¿Cuál es el paisaje que hay en ella? How is the sky above? ¿Cómo es el cielo que hay por encima de ella? And what do you see around? ¿Qué ves alrededor? The mind, like the mountain, to really conquer it, we have to enter. We have to go in all the way. So, para entrar en esa montaña la tenemos que escalar, tenemos que recorrerla, como para también entrar hacia la mente, ¿no? Tenemos que querer estar ahí y entenderla. So, invite yourself to go into this hike. Invítate a explorar tu mente. And so, allow you to take a backpack. Imagine yourself carrying a backpack with some rocks, ¿no? Vas a llevar una mochila con unas piedras. And those are rocks that you're going to release along this hike. Son piedras de las que te vas a deshacer en este recorrido. So you put on your backpack, ponte esa mochila.
And before we start walking and hiking, we're going to take 3 breaths together. So remember, the breath always centers the mind. Vamos a tomar 3 respiraciones juntas. La respiración siempre centra la mente. Respiración con atención. So we're going to inhale in 3 and exhale in 3. Vamos a inhalar en 3 y exhalar en 3 por 3 veces. Okay? So let's start. Inhale, inhala in 1, 2, 3. Hold for a moment. Aguanta ahí. Exhale 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale 3, 2, and 1. The last one. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Release fully. Now find your breath. It could be the same one or just a normal organic breath. And as you find your breath, start visualizing yourself moving across this mountain. Notice, how do you move? Are you hiking? Are you just walking around? So how are you moving? And how do you feel in this move? We're going to make a first stop in this hike or in this walk. We're going to open this backpack. Vamos a pararnos en esta exploración. Vamos a abrir la mochila y vamos a tomar una piedra. I'm going to take one stone. Hold it with your hands. Aguanta la piedra con tus manos. Now this is an invitation to let go. This is una invitación a dejar ir, so we can feel lighter, so we can go deeper. Para sentirnos más ligeras, para ir más hacia arriba. What is that you're ready to let go? Or what is that you feel you're letting go of? Hold the stone, mantén la piedra, inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold it, and as you exhale for 3, 2, 1, just throw it out and letting go with this attention and intention. Put your backpack again, ponte tu mochila, and keep walking and keep hiking. Keep visualizing this exploration you are in. Sigue caminando, escalando, visualizando esta exploración en la que estás. So we are getting very, very close to the summit. Estamos llegando hacia la cima, but before that we're going to make another stop. Vamos a hacer otra parada. Just notice how you feel as you are moving up. And you're going to do the same. Vamos a hacer lo mismo. Coge tu mochila, la abres, coge una piedra, open your bag. Take a stone, hold it with your hands intentionally. And think, what is that you're ready to let go? ¿Qué estás dispuesta a dejar ir para sentirte más ligera, más accesible a ir hacia la cima? So in order to feel lighter, to get closer to the summit. Hold the stone, aguanta la piedra, take an inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold it, mantén ahí. Exhale 3, 2, 1. And now you can throw the rock. So tira la piedra hacia afuera. Put on your backpack, pon tu mochila. And continue this last part. Continúa esta última parte. So we arrive into the summit. Llegamos hacia arriba. Notice this feeling lighter, feeling more connected to something above, something is not familiar. As you arrive to the summit, just take a seat there and observe. Al llegar a la cima, te sientas ahí y observa, ¿no? ¿Qué sensación recibes? What is the sensation you are receiving? How do you see the sky above? What kind of sense of connection gives you? ¿Qué sensación de conexión te ofrece este momento? The mind to free up needs a space, needs release. So always remember that it's like this open sky. La mente para ser libre necesita espacio, necesita soltar. Soltar es como ese cielo amplio. So if there is any intention, any remembrance you want to gather in this meditation, you can do so. Si quieres traer a este momento una intención, un recuerdo de esta meditación, lo puedes hacer. Una sensación, un trozo de sabiduría adquirida. Just feel the breath through your belly and chest for twice. Siente tu respiración a través de tu abdomen y pecho por 2 veces. Same, feel the exhalation. We breathe for the last time. Respiramos por una vez más. From here, return to feel your hands and your fingers. Vuelve aquí a sentir dónde están tus manos, tus dedos, your feet, your legs, tus pies, tus piernas, your hips, tus caderas, your spine, tu columna. Very slowly you can start opening your eyes. Puedes abrir tus ojos poco a poco. Bien. Well, we're going to end this practice by going into our backs. Vamos a acabar esta práctica yendo boca arriba. Placing the blanket under the low back. Llevando la manta por debajo de tu columna baja. And if you can, fold the blanket with a bit more of thickness. Si puedes, dobla tu manta que tenga un poco más de volumen. Open your arms to the sides for a moment. Abre tus brazos hacia los lados por un momento. Even if you can, stretch your arms overhead. Si puedes, estirar tus brazos hacia atrás. We're going to return the arms to the sides. Vamos a volver los brazos hacia los lados. And we're going to lift the feet up. Vamos a levantar los pies hacia arriba. If there is a form that really invites us to soften, to soothen, to let go, it can be this one. Sea una postura que nos invita a soltar, a suavizarnos, a dejar ir. Es esta. To really clear the mind, aclarar la mente. Allow your torso to be heavy. Permite que tu torso pese hacia abajo. And the thoughts find their own sustain with the earth. Que tus pensamientos encuentren ese sostén con la tierra. If you want, you can open your legs wider or maybe not. So puedes abrir las piernas un poco más hacia afuera, a lo mejor no. Or even you can bend your knees. So again, what goes better? So a state of openness is this too. Surrendering to who we are moment by moment. Releasing all these fences sometimes we put in front of ourselves, limitations. What if there is nothing wrong with us? What if every one of our expressions, they are the embodiment of beauty? El abrirse significa esto, entregarse, aceptar nuestra humanidad. Y si no hay ningún fallo en nuestra presencia, la belleza se abraza cuando nos aceptamos puramente y genuinamente. You can stay here, te puedes quedar aquí, or if you want to bring your legs towards your chest, you can do so. Si quieres llevar tus piernas hacia tu pecho, and even if you want to go backwards towards this variation of shoulder stand, you can do so. But again, you don't have to. Okay, so they are all different forms. Very slowly, weave back as the young. Start returning very slowly back to your blanket. Volvemos hacia la manta poco a poco. Legs up, piernas hacia arriba. Now, if you feel this is a very inviting form of resting, you can stay here for the last relaxation, or you can lower your feet down for Shavasana. Te puedes quedar con las piernas hacia arriba si encuentras esta forma relajante, o puedes bajar las piernas hacia abajo, of course, releasing the blanket away from your back. Puedes sacar la manta hacia afuera. And we enter in this very moment of fully letting go, even though at times when we relax, we are not consciously letting go, but notice how the body is. Cuando el cuerpo encuentra ese descanso, deja ir inmediatamente tensión, maneras de estar. So close this cycle with your own attention. Recognition of your presence in all these practices. Cerramos este ciclo con esa atención, reconocimiento de nuestro trabajo en todas estas prácticas. What have we learned? What have we let go? ¿Qué hemos aprendido? ¿Qué hemos dejado ir? And mostly, who you are in this moment. ¿Quién eres en este momento? So growth is something we don't do only on the outside. Growth is something that we embody from within. So how you are growing in your life. Remember that growth is not only an upward curve, it's just the curve of life. Sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes quiet. La curva de la vida no solo hacia arriba, a veces hacia abajo, a veces es recta, a veces es en pausa. So you can feel your breath one more time. Feel yourself one more time through your breath. Siente tu respiración, tu cuerpo a través de ella. Mueve tus dedos, manos y pies. Move your fingers and toes. Y a tu propio ritmo empezamos ahí a estirar. Nos despertamos de este descanso. We can stretch slowly, awakening from this resting. We're going to come up slowly towards a cross-legged seated pose. Vamos a ir hacia arriba, a sentarnos de piernas cruzadas o como quieras acabar esta práctica, or as you wish to finish this practice, this cycle. We can bring the hands together. Lleva tus manos juntas and lower your head. Take a moment to just embrace yourself, each other, this work. Acknowledge every time we just decided to pay attention to our inner and outer life. Reconoce cada momento en el que decidimos poner atención a la vida interna y externa. I can only say thank you for being there. Thank you for being present. That's the only thing we need to do yoga, to do life, is to be willing to be present, to be willing to be ourselves. Gracias por estar ahí, por querer estar presente. Gracias por esta práctica, por este ciclo, por la belleza. So thank you for this practice, for this cycle, for beauty. Thanks. Gracias. Gracias. Thank you, everybody.
Gracias, Leti.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias. Ay, hola. Mira,
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, Leti.
a vosotros.
Los quitos. Ay, mira, un Smurf.
Hola, Gaia.
Ay, que no la veo. Ahí está.
Está cansada.
¿Dónde está? Hola. Calla.
Dices hola. Hola.
¿No?
¿Cuánta gente?
Anyway, if you want to share something or say something, I'm here. Okay. Someone has some feedback, you don't need to say now, but I'm always happy to receive your comments. So don't be afraid, even though it's not 100% like, ooh, feedback doesn't need to be like this. But also like your feedback is good, so we can progress with this practice and this course. I'll be happy to hear from you any way you want to express it. I'm also here for you for this. But I'm very happy and very thankful you've been doing this work with me. And yes, and I'm just like, yeah, grateful. And so thank you for your patience. This technology that is a little bit for me. I'm a newbie and I'm learning, so sometimes things don't go as expected. But thank you for your understanding regarding this matter. And nada, pues que eso, si queréis decir algo y si no, pues nada, yo estoy aquí. We keep in touch. I'll keep you update for summer, but at this moment I'm going to have a little break because I need to attend some family matters. And this course summer is not going to happen like this. I guess everybody's taking some time, but anyway, I'm still considering maybe if to do some practice in summer, but my intention is to return in fall in this form. But at this moment, I cannot offer these classes because I need to travel to Spain to resolve some things.
Mama.
From there, I won't be able to just share this practice. So, but I'll keep you informed with that, you know, but I want you to know that it's not, I'm disappearing. I'm just here, but, you know, sometimes, you know, we are required in live form. Yes. Okay.
Ok.
Vale. Pues nada, pues gracias a todos.
Muy
y
galla.
aquí estoy.
Ok. Vale, pues feliz verano a todos.
Gracias,
Todas.
gracias,
Feliz
gracias.
Nos vemos.
Happy
Adiós.
Que vaya muy bien.
Bye, bye, bye. Adiós.
Adiós.